Oh my god. Hello. How are you? Okay, so hope you like the flower print. This is one of my favorite shirts from uh, Surviving on Old Navy. It's such a pretty print, isn't it? Well, all it is that I wanted to wear something really feminine the um in the in the while I was traveling. So that's all. So all I and I have a pink sweatshirt. So it's kind of supposed to be like right now the sun is like burning, like booming hot, right? But I open the door, it's cold. Brr, I mean, it's not that cold. It's good walking weather. I'm a little bit cold. I think I might be heading down south, but it's supposed to be warmer. And then they're having some storms, so I don't know. It's so much keeping me here. But it's like it's not even 40 degrees there, right? So it's supposed to be like warmer the rest of the week next, coming into next week. Like it's coming into, spring is roaring and coming in like a lion. So I think that's great. Now the rig's holding up okay so far. Knock on wood. Wood. I was really sorrowful yesterday because yesterday I feel bad. I went to get some food and I had them drop it off at a place. Well, it was just too far away for like rush hour traffic. So, excuse me. And I had to take a contact out. For some reason, some dust fell into my eyes. So I'm going to do today is just a quick kind of video. I will be doing some of my outfits from old the knob. As I'm moving to, because today, so it's like really cold, so it's not that bad. It'd be good to change out of things, but then you have to kind of deal with the wind, which is, well, it took me a little bit, it didn't take me that long to get in the car, but it took me a while because the dog's like, oh yeah, mom, we're out, but now he's sleeping, so we can do a little bit more. So today, I did my laundry. I like 2 o'clock in the morning laundry. Woohoo! 2 for 2, right? So I usually have like 2 loads or 3 loads, but then the dryer is usually like 1. I can do like 1 or 2. So that's super cool. And then I was thinking about getting a washer dryer. But the only thing about RVing and things like that and trailering is water reserves. Water is heavy. Water is not your friend. It's a lifeblood. It's a lifeline. So, there's some fillers I like to do also. But if you were ever picky about water or needed to like add something to your water, out here you won't have that. You'll be like, water, water. Like by the time you get to your next stop, you're always like, oh yeah, I opened this before I got to the counter. Are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So without ado, I just wanted to bring up this drink, oh mine. But I wanted to make sure that you saw this drink, oh mine. So we have like the Deer Park water, and there are, I don't know how I did that, but my sign got stuck on here. It's like, no, I did not get this from AAA. But I highly recommend for RVers and anybody with a trailer that you go ahead and adopt your AAA service to the premium RV service. And they have pretty good service there. But today is kind of a drink day. So I was going to go with the Deer Park water, which gets delivered. So you can change the address it gets delivered to and just get on subscription and then just have it delivered and pick it up. And then, because I feel like I always have to look for like a dollar store. And I'm not like, we're always thirsty. So it's nice to actually have Nestle on the road delivered or some type of product on the road that gives you water. And I highly recommend that because you can change the stop using, you know, like Amazon or whatever. So anyway, when I'm on the East Coast, I always lived, I've always been in this area, so very familiar. And I go to the Amish market here. Love German food. I love pickle anything. If you pickle me, I'd eat me, okay? Lots of pickles, lots of fresh homemade items, and it just seems to work out really nicely. I don't do it all the time, but when we're about to hit the road or we're going to have a weekend where it's kind of like scary, this is like, you know, a happy occasion kind of sort of. We still have a lot of time, but I'm just going to say this lemon tea fusion from the Amish market in Laurel is amazing. It's in Laurel, Maryland, and this kind of where I pick up my mail, get my stuff, and it's like next door. So I'm not telling you the exact location, but it's like next door. So I pick up my mail, I go there occasionally. This is like a treat. It's like a treat because, well, you know, I would cap it at like, you know, maybe bringing about $100. And if you bring $100, you can literally get anything from any counter, at least one thing, okay? And you can get it enough to enjoy sampling multiple things. If that doesn't sound right, so they have donuts, they have pretzels, they have things in the pretzel. They have things on the pretzel. And they have dips. They have lemonade. They have cake. Fresh cake out of the freezer. Fresh cake in the freezer. They have pies. Oh my. Oh my. You might want to just sing until your eyes just kind of go to the back of your head, because there are so many pies. Now, I am, you know, not one to torture you. So, without further ado, I have picked out two of the, I hope they lasted the trip. Now these are creamy, but this is the chocolate mousse pie. Ooh, I don't know if you can see it, but it's tall, it's chocolatey, it's got a chocolate crust. There are little chocolate bits on top. It's wonderful. Now these have to be eaten really quickly. As you can see, my poof on my little, this is the lemon key lime pie slice, and that is that, like, I'm upside down. That's why that looks like that. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm gonna bang it down. And it's got the crust. Now there are little ones of these. I didn't get the little ones because, well, the little ones were in a bigger package than I wanted to get. So I just got the slice, and they're bigger pies, of course. So I just got the slice. Just to let you know, they come in the little teeny ones. So you can kind of serve those at a gathering if you like, or eat them yourself. And then, you know, we have all sorts of, you know, I said I like pickles. So, without further ado, oh no, did I sprout my sprout? Yeah, I did. I caught this just in time. Great. This is maple bourbon. I'm eating my hand right now. Because it did spring a leak. So I'm lucky I count that. But it is amazing. There's some things a girl shouldn't have to choose. And now I'm going to put it in a bag. I know it's here. And I'm going to do just that. Now, I am not want to just go toe-con on you, but sometimes you run into something that is such a pretty package, okay? Now this is the Lancaster Toffee Company, and it's dark chocolate salted caramels. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that packaging with a little loop-de-loop. This could go on a tree for Christmas, and they're going to have this year round. So this could go as like a little gift in a gift bag. This is so nice. And look, it's from Smoketown, PA. I love it. And it's the dark chocolate. And look, you can just see that toffee and the thick layer of dark chocolate. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. So I'm going to put this in my code bag, separate it out from a chip bag, and I'm going to talk about something. Now, have you ladies or men or folk or family or kin or kith and kin, have you ever tried Belmont chocolate covered peanuts? If you've ever tried chocolate covered peanuts, bam! This is JR's Candy and Bulk Foods. Now, I just want you to know, these are milk chocolate double dip. Double dip. Double. Okay, and they're scrumptious. It's a big bag, and I know it. Triple double it, okay? I know it. Okay, and I know it's supposed to be kind of very hot and sunny. Like, we're on the cusp where you could have had chocolate delivered, but you should have had it delivered before it hit 80, right? So we have some days that are coming up. And so my job is to find out online. Like, my key lime pie is really has to be eaten fast. So that's what I should not have bought for my birthday. And then I just have some other gifts to show you, 'cause I know you know me too. I'm missing a stick. Wait. I don't know where I put my stick. No! Okay. Well, that's crazy, but it's out there somewhere. What are these? These are my honey sticks. I believe this is blueberry. I believe this is apple. And I believe this is orange. So I get low on sugar when I'm driving. I don't want to stop for food all the time on the road, unless for the little ones sometimes. And then we like to eat at certain times, because it puts enough distance between the times that we've eaten, actually, and saved quite a bit of money than we did when we first went out. So this is a way for me to get something in me. And I just want to give a shout out to Dunkin' Donuts. If you have not tried their chamomile teas, please try them. Now, everybody knows I love the honey chamomile tea from Country Tea, forget what it's called. You can correct me later on that. But let me just tell you, 100,000%, their caramel, their try to get over here. Oh my gosh. Woo! See how it's kept nearby? So look at this. Isn't this cute? It's super cute. It tells you how to steep it. It's Dunkin', and it's chamomile Fields Herbal Infusion. This is, and it's 15, and it'll tell you pyramid sachet. So please do not put too much water in your cup. It expands, but it's like a pyramid shape, so it's bigger. And it's got nice little sweet citrus flavors and caramel flowers. That's the best part. So actually, when it expands, you can actually see everything. Like, who thought of that? Actually putting extra caramel flowers in your tea. Okay, so these honey sticks go well as a sweetener, and I am dying to tell you, look, every chip in my life has gone up. Okay, I tell you, these are some home style chips, and now it may be the size of the bag, because proportionally, I'm going to show you the tortilla bag, but this is $2.50. $2.50 at a game day for me. Oh my gosh. Calendar ready. Calendar at the ready. Now they have, and those are just in their bag with their label. These are gourmet snacks, nacho cheese flavored tortilla triangles. I don't even know what the price was on these, but these are $2.99. So what I do is I blend them so I can get, you know, my fair shot of what I need without a whole lot of fuss. So, this is a bag from yesterday, but kind of do a little bit of cleanup. Get some of my cold items out of the way. And I can't wait to tell you because this is beautiful. It's beautiful, and I don't know if I can even show it to you. It's so heavy. Now, this is my turkey sandwich. Foot long, and this is about $8.99. Girl, close your eyes. Let that rhythm get into you. Okay. All right. Now, what did I tell you about the stuffed pretzels? They come like this, okay? And I know it looks ordinary and all wrapped, but these are one of my favorite. The dog is awake now. He's not a carbohydrate maestro, but he is. He's all ready. So here you go. It looks good, huh? And I'm going to open it just so you can see that steak and cheese. The stock and nuts chops. And they put a little ketchup in it for you. So it is nice. And I have some sausage links with eggs. I'm not opening them because little maestro just woke up. Trying to keep a little secret. So here we have our deer pork. I'm going to go ahead and give him some because I know one of the reasons I decided to do the video was because we could actually to do something to find the water. So tops back on that. I'm gonna clip this bag. What else do I have? I don't know what that. Okay, das is das. And das is the pickles. Oh, how do you like them? I'm gonna put that right there. Oh my god. I just want my bags close by. Okay. I would put a water bottle on each side just in case whatever happens. You want more water? I'll go aquí. So he's been drinking. Oh, I get ready. But he is ready. Okay. Now, for the piece of these sauce, okay? Not that I need all those chips to eat one sandwich, but it's nice and ready to just sometimes have a little bit of something. Now, they have, of course, meats you can cook, but they cook meats too. And so they have these wonderful thigh riblets. And I gotta kind of pick it up from the middle because otherwise the meat will fall off the bone. And his mouth, he's right here. So I'm gonna have to give him a little piece. Because it is smoky, it's tender. Look, I don't have a knife and fork. I'm just gonna pull that off. Look at that. I just pulled it off. No effort required. And of course he's taking it with him. I don't want to be attacked. I do not want to be attacked. And I just want to tell you now, these kind of change per pound proportion. So I'm not going to tell you that they cut up this beef portion rib with a dry rub. And I'll tell you, the flavor on this is so phenomenal. I could lick my fingers all day. Now, we had already eaten a couple of pieces of that, and we had, he had more McRib than I had, but I had some pretzels, so I had the pretzels. So we're gonna keep that over there, and that's it. We're done. We're done. We're done. Yeah. So when we go out, that's it. And hopefully everything will be okay. Now, as you know, that's a lot to touch. So I have some soap right by the door, and I'm rubbing it on right now. So it just stays on the door, and that's where I put it, because in one of the soaps I have it's already got the moisture in it. Both soaps have either olive oil base or other plant base, and so really, you know, you're doing well, and it'll take the sticky off of everything. I'm just gonna open that up so you can have a little bit of drinky poo. And but that is the way it goes. And you're saying, oh my God, that's a lot of what you got, you know. So on the sandwich is everything: lettuce, tomato. And I have them cut it in. They'll cut it any way you want, but I have them cut it into quarters, because for me, sometimes food is a quick stop and sometimes it's not. If it's a quick stop or not, and I have to eat it quickly, I don't want to take out a whole foot long. No matter where I go. It's a lot to be shimmying and shamming, and then in the middle of the night trying to find a napkin for. So I keep a set of napkins and everything, and I have an immediate bag up here, and then I keep everything else back here within arm's reach, so that I can go ahead and have my life. You know, all I do is reach back. That's it. So and it makes a whole bit of difference to just bring it forward, sit it like right here in these pouches here, and then I'm done. One time I had I said, can you get me a drink with some coffee? Some coffee and some creamer. She said, well, yeah, do you want us to put it in? I was like, I'll put it in. Well, she didn't put in any sweetener, and I was lucky. He just hit his own cup. He hits the cup when he wants to drink. But I was lucky. I kept these Cracker Barrel syrups, and they are 100% pearl natural syrups from Maple Grove Farms. And look at that little cute bottle with the top on it, and this stays pretty good as long as I keep it in the dark. Of my middle pouch up here, I'm good. And Max is back asleep, and so for the car, I just leave a lid. I try to keep a cup with a lid, and then booyah, he's all lidded, and that's it. So I try to keep a cup with a lid when it comes to him. He'll, you know, get my recycled cups from drinking sodas or whatever, or occasionally I have my water in them, or I have, I got a fizzy drink. I got a whole bunch of fizzy drinks, so I have some fizzy drinks. I like the Izzy Fizzies, so they are really, really good. And then I have my chamomile. So on a day like this, it's nice, it's bright, it's sunny, it's really nice. And we don't We don't need anything. For my birthday, I did do some rashuti, like chocolate. So that kind of makes me feel a little bit better because the dopamine, serotonin release, whatever, is there. Like some people hate chocolate, but for me, chocolate is the other way to stay out of Hades. It's like, I think you are and I don't like you. And I'm like, oh my God, it's double chocolate on a peanut. And I think you're just nasty and, hashtags, $. And I'm like, oh, this is so good. And I have really done a really good job of just ignoring, all the fly-by-night kind of stuff in the last couple of days. I was really surprised. I was like, oh my God, did I take a turn, up? Did I go up? Have I acquired upness? So when somebody is saying all of that, you're just trying to shop. And you're trying to shop in a store with other people. You don't know them. They know about you. They listen to something they've heard. I don't know them. It's so totally unfair, especially if that happens. And so you don't know whether to cry or whatever. I leave it alone. I don't even care about it anymore. I just take it as something that's not my business, because that's your projection, all your stuff. You needed to say it, and I get the same way too. I get the same way. I'm like, oh, this is my projection. This is how I see these people here, even though they might not have anything to do with what's happening. So you have to be careful, because what you hang around and where you go, that would be your mindset. And you'll think it's okay to do that until somebody finds you in a store and you're like, oh, guess what? Aren't you that chicken counter girl? What are you doing at, the Ritz-Carlton wearing a practically see-through, gold chemise dress? Everyone people have a hard time because they don't realize that you can work multiple places. It's not degradation to work multiple places. You can work, most people I know started out working at McDonald's. Most people I know will end up working at McDonald's. Most people I know just have part-time jobs all over the place. And what is it? They get camaraderie. They get with a group of people. They like working with that group of people. And then other times it's, why not be at work making money when you're also with people you like to be with? And it goes away. You've always got a fallback job that's part-time, so it's not your forever, but there are some people who find forever where they thought they were just going to find temporary. So, they're just like, I'll be here just a little while. Now I'm in parked here for like 3 months, And so you all of a sudden, you start looking for real estate. You start, you start trying to buckle down what it is that you really want. Do I want to leave the area my parents were always in? Good relationship, bad relationships come and go. But basically, if someone already knows you, it actually makes it a lot better. You can't run away from who you are. That's for sure. And if you're going to be punked in a store and somebody says, well, I'd like to thank you as a taxpayer for this and this and that, because you paid higher taxes, because you pay more for your food. I'm going to tell you something. Everyone that pays taxes, they're not your bread and butter. They're everyone's bread and butter. At some point in time, if someone needs that money, even if you're wealthy, if they declare a state of emergency, did you know wealthy people can also get those same benefits? They're not working. They're not making a paycheck. Wealthy people who had children during the pandemic had just as much right to those government dollars per child as anyone else. And so it's not the accumulation of wealth, it's what you were bringing in. So even if that were to be cut down by something, then they were able to make that money. Everyone who is exaggerating things, don't exaggerate them. Those dollars can go to help other people, to hinder other people. And most people who had money, you know what they were saying about the 1400. I think some people immediately got, who didn't have children, got 1400. I got 1400. And then I got some, other rough-in money, right? But everybody who was on the financial shows were like, I'm going to tell you something right now. If you think that that is everything, then you have a problem already. And I was really surprised that they were so blunt about it. But the world of America is extremely wealthy, and wealthy doesn't mean that they are all showy, but what it means is they pin down their wealth, they hide their wealth, they do things with their wealth that are different. I gave myself some surprises, and luckily, I'm really lucky. This food will last quite a few days into like Sunday. So we're doing pretty well, hopefully, to have all of that food last into, a whole entire weekend. And, on Monday we can regroup. And there might be supplementals, but we are actually, the snacks might last, they might not last longer. But for everything else, we pick up things that are in the car to have snacks, and we pick them up to be on the road. So we wanted to go someplace for my birthday. The place I chose is far, far, far away, okay? They wouldn't let me on the plane with those snacks anyway. But if I did go to the airport, I'd pick up some massive free, tax-free items. So I think it's well worth it to just go to the airport. Just don't get on a plane with an attitude after you've bought your duty-free items, okay? You're making it bad for everyone else. Okay, so if you know you're that guy or that girl, simply do what I think everyone else should do and just go on the next plane. You know you're toast, okay? And you know that girl is not going to be different, and you know that guy is not going to act different. So why don't we just take a hotel, or why don't we just, get a transfer or upgrade so that you can transfer it to the next flight. It works miracles for relationships to not expect everything to go perfectly. Disappointments are a part of everything. So I actually love that so many people are having problems on the airplane, and I'm having so many problems on my in my life, because I'm not, the new normal is to have at least some sort of kind of something, and actually it makes me feel kind of normal. So I feel actually better knowing that my family has problems, they're dysfunctional as hell, and when I go places, the places I go are equally as mad at them and don't want to reach out to them. I went to Long Island, I told you, and they were like, she's quiet, she seems okay, reserved. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, but yeah, because I'm eating by myself, and I go to Long Island. I went to see something. Anyway, it didn't work out, but since then I've reviewed the place, and they made some changes after I left, so it looked really good. They did some wonderful, not that they needed to, but the idea of it was, they did an amazing job at the particular marina I went to see. And so and that's not to say that I have wealth, or they have wealth, or this is wealth, or wealth. But but it's just to say I went to see it, and it was a beautiful place. The day was like it's about to rain, so I think it was raining or snowing when I went. So on the way back, I stopped to take a break from Shorty, go into the restaurant, and just sit there. And someone said, and I was like, I don't know the person. I don't know anything about them. They have heard something about me. And so I have this rep, and they just said, well, I don't want to have anything to do with this. I don't care what's going on. It's like, because I wasn't bothering anyone. And they said, I also don't think I want to have anything to do with her family at this point, because this is not looking good. She's not doing anything to anybody. She's sitting here. She's not acting out. And so, like, I did the synopsis, in my head, and I said, I saw my cousin again come over to me, and she was like, if you do something and you're kind of loopity-loop, they'll just put you in the psych ward over at St. Elizabeth. And it's not that bad. You'll be on medication. Most people don't know that. But you stay on there until you're ready to be set for trial. And some people just stay in there for decades. And I was like, okay. I know you are my cousin, right? And I was like, oh, that's so nice. Thank you for telling me. I'm in the store, and I'm trying to find something, a spatula or a spoon or a fork or something. And and some cleaners or something. That's what I got. So I just said, forget it. And, but I was thanking her, and I was like, okay, this is so weird. So that's the same thing. I was like, oh, so, don't you know that's where, like, Hinckley is? And I was like, oh, my goodness. So it's not that I think I'm better than Hinckley for being free. Because quite a few people are always like, you just think you better than everybody. I'm like, no, I don't. But do I get to have my choice and taste and stance? And if you are an art major or a fine arts major, wouldn't you actually kind of have even better taste than I do? Wouldn't you be even more apt to understand art theory, the artists behind it, their mood swings, what they didn't like, the fact that they like knowing something like, what was it that came out recently that Chopin with the Starry, and the whole Starry Nights thing, he actually that's Van Gogh, but he actually only wanted to perform and play at night with the lights off. So like totally dark, that was his thing. Or maybe it was a full moon. I have no idea. But these are the types of things that, you play in Trivial Pursuit, you read a book, you find out about them. You read an article, you find out about them. And so I read Architectural Digest. Does that make me like, should I put the T finger up now? But it is kind of one of those things where I feel like everybody has an opportunity to do at least something. And it makes sense that you have an opportunity to do at least something. So when people make fun of you for being like, oh, you worked over here, oh, you did over here, oh, you had an appointment over here. And so you're not getting any younger, but it's just that, you settle into what you settle into, and it makes you feel a little bit better, but you can't be your parents, right? So my parents opportunistically would have gone for Virginia. They would have taken Virginia peanuts, hands down. Hands down, okay? Hands down. And the Virginia peanuts is great because they have the different sizes. But it wouldn't, it's the thing that's what they would have done. Now, and the Virginia peanuts, and even Belmont has like a toffee covered peanut. They do have that. I just have had like a real hankering for some chocolate lately. And the chocolates I did buy, hopefully they stand the test of time. I think they're going to be packed in dry ice. but they're from Rashidi. And this is I'm bringing that up because they might actually have a coupon of something 20% off Easter, and this is the last day you can order for Easter. So get those last day meals in for your future orders today. If you're going to Founding Farmers, if you're going to order something from Cracker Barrel, if you're going to order something from Honey Baked Ham, get your order in today. By the end of the day. This is a reminder, okay? So yeah, I live that lifestyle. I have lived that lifestyle, but it doesn't mean that's where I'm getting my food from. I have my food for the weekend. That's it, okay? And after April, I think it's April 12th. Let me just move my phone for some reason. Oh, it slowed down. So let's just take a look at the calendar. So don't get mad at me, okay? So, we have Palm Sunday. That's when everybody gets their palms and they love Jesus, love him so much. And he's representing the king. They have all decided he's the king. Okay, it's Passover is on the 5th. And then Good Friday, the 7th. And then they call it, I don't know how you do it. Monday, which is, but it's not spelled the same. It's a different spelling. So it's like M-A-U-N-D or something like that. Or Monday, or like M-A-M-U, like Moldy, Monday, like a Monday, that night, Monday. Okay, Thursday. So that's celebrated as well. And then Good Friday, which is the death of Jesus. And then and then Easter on the 9th on Sunday. On the 16th is Orthodox Easter, Old Day, from what I'm told. And on the 18th is Tax Day. So because Easter falls on the 16th, we get an extra day to sort things out and get those uplifted as we go into further calendar's day. And I'm not sure about this one on the 21st, but someone has a holiday. And then on the 22nd, it is Earth Day. This is a very full month, but that is the way that goes. And so we're going to stay in the present. I'm not going to go too far. I'm going to go back to March. And yeah, our event was supposed to start tomorrow. So that didn't happen because of, tire to tire exchange did not take place. No. So we are doing pretty well. We could back up to get a little bit more shade. But that's what that is. So I think it's a pretty good month overall. I think it's going to be warmer here. So as I pass through to find my perfect 70-degree time frame, I just take a quick look at the NASDAQ and the Dow Jones. So it looks like the Dow Jones is up, and this is 0.45, 0.47 at this time. NASDAQ is up about 78.96, and the S&P 500 is 17.83 in trading time at this time, and we are at 11:33 a.m. Okay, so I would just say hang in there and just see, because this is about the banking, scares being tortured off. So this is a very high banking day. And they call us in a rolling, a rolling recession. But the thing that at the top of the day, the trend that has been keeping up is Bitcoin is up, the trends that are up are crude oil. And we're talking like WTI, UWTI, those types of things. The crude, before it hits to become gasoline in bulk. And that's because Putin, the Russian President Vladimir Putin, when he cut off other people, we came in to be, they became customers of us. So the trading began. Now that's up and bringing attractive money in, very attractive money. So, and I believe there's a couple of different things. So let's look at the jobless claims. And it was only 3,000 above as an increase. So that could be as much as someone just waiting a week for a new job where they make more money. There are 1 million open jobs on the market. Let me guess. You think they'll get it? Okay. There we go. I'm just being practical. Okay. So, and you don't need that much of imagination, do you? It's just me. So that is great. I mean, it's wonderful. But all things, brace yourself with the money that you get, because you may have to touche, hug a friend later, pay your rent or mortgage, and, or, you may be looking at your trailer going, do I really need all that space? No. So it depends. Whatever you think you need, do that. So I want to point out other things. When you are on your phone and you do where your weather is, make sure you score in all the places that you're going to visit, so you can kind of look at what the weather is going to be ahead of time. Your phone will often just change from place to place where you are, but go ahead and look at it ahead of time so you can know what your wardrobe should be as you're traveling. It makes for smoother traveling, and if you're layering, it makes for easier times to understand when you have to empathize with yourself as your own best friend as a traveler, and carry the weight of something or not carry the weight of something. So that's the idea of it. But don't forget those travel points that you do earn. Be sure to cash in on them. Go to whatever lounge that you can go into, and see which you can finagle. If you do have lounge cards, that puts you into a certain status, you may have access to more than you know. So you can actually get a massage, you can have a shower, you can also have food waiting for you when you get there, and a complimentary drink. So make sure that you understand what you can get in the club and what others call disappointing, because now that everybody has a credit card, it's better to upgrade your credit card so that you don't end up in the main room. Unfortunately, a lot of people are complaining. I used to have all this, perks and stuff like that. I get to the main room, I can sit, have a drink, get on my laptop or whatever, and everyone's like, or a tablet, and now everybody's like, everyone's in here. It's like a rock station, it's like a rock club in a station. There's so much noise, there's no place to sit, and people are all self-entitled in there with you. Along with some new people who are just like, where do I sit? What am I doing? So, yeah, I have never had that problem because I always go on flights so early in the morning when I'm going on a flight because I like to be there early in the morning when I get to wherever I'm going. I like I like to see the rest of the area in daylight, meaning that's what I want to do. And I'd like lots of time of daylight. And if I'm going to not have jet lag, I'd rather sleep it off during the night and end up there in the day. Because then my day at least matches their day. You see, I'm going to have to force myself, knock myself out with a drum buoy, but when I arrive there, I'd like to be thoughtfully awake. So everyone else, is like, I'm going to prepare by waking up early and waking up late. And I'm like, no. When you get there, just drink lots of water and you should be just as bearable here as you are there. It's really hydration. From what I understand, jet lag is hydration. And so I invite you to take a Red Bull and replenish your B complex. And then if there's a sun to sun, usually we travel towards the sun, but if there's a sun issue, that's where you would basically take the B complex and then take a D3. And this is all for entertainment purposes, I think. And allegedly these things happen, and allegedly I bought these things. So just make sure you look for the best cards out there to get the best perks. I'm going to do a review. I have gone to a couple of hotels and resorts. I'm going to do a review, and I'll show you some of my room footage of my videos and kind of walk you around and tell you what I've seen. Especially because the area was so nice. These areas are so nice that I'm going to. And I've spent just a few days there, and the dog and I are fine. So I think you just, boom, you just make it happen. Bam! You just get that room and boom! You just enjoy that breakfast and then boom! You just have that rest and then you relax, or you go, if I'm in the cabin and scene or the townhouse scene, boom! You just enjoy, because some of these places are amazing. So we're going up north just into the springtime to hit a storm. But the amazing part is that that's what we need. That's what this girl needs. So we're not doing so much spring. We have to stay in our own testimonial. We'll come back down, maybe to pick up the shorts in all due time, okay? But we need a little bit more north and maybe a little bit more less this hot, But the funny thing is, I don't feel so bad because we're shorts. And yes, they're booty shorts. They're like, so it's this, you kind of go, oh, you didn't lose all that weight you wanted to, I was like, you know what? I sure didn't. But I'm still, I'm walking in the booty shorts and making it happen. I'm like, let's just do it. Let's just do it. And yeah, I'm walking in a bar. And yeah, I am having, a pina colada. And, that's the way it is. So life gets complicated. I hope you bought your sandals early from Old Navy for me. I'm picking up the shorts from Old Navy. They have some great clearance shorts. This is the time to get stuck in. Go to the store, see what they have on the clearance rack, pick up what you need, especially for the gym. It's a great time for you healthy yous out there. I have my gym shorts in the back with a matching hoodie. So don't even worry about me. Yes, don't worry about me. Because I got it on sale last year. So I went and got some buys on some shorts just this year, and I went online. I was like, I'm gonna get my shorts. I'm just gonna get them. I'm gonna get them. I need some shorts. I need something, And I was like, I'm going to need some more shorts. So that's what I did. And then it's something like, and she did it just like that. But I have to tell you, compliments to Old Navy. The shorts are, no, I'm not sure if I have the bag. No, I don't. But these shorts were all basically less than $6. So get on there and get yourself something. And I love it because, you know, you don't exactly know what you're going to be wearing, when you're going to be wearing, what you're going to be wearing. But this is the type of thing you want to check out. And just to keep the leg a little bit covered, I'm going to head up probably to PA, grab a few things from my store that I got my $12.99 shoes from with the new book letter. Amazing. But I'm also thinking of getting just a cowboy boot. It's easier to do it in the store. I have never had success ordering a cowboy boot. I always like to go in the store and go to the store because cowboy boots needs to stretch. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Or you can have somebody else stretch them, but they are typically, wow, you do not even want to see this classic car. I am so amazed. Just saw a very classic. And they did a phenomenal paint job on a station wagon. An old Mercedes-Benz. So good luck with all of that. On the trappings of the integrity of the matter, I am so relieved and feeling a lot better. So we didn't take on a lot of debt when we first came out, and can you believe it? I know we are only like, oh, this is so grody to the max, right? Did you know who I just did? That was the girl from Valley Girl. I could not look like her, but I can do the voice. So she, she actually is one of my favorite people in Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure, that classic movie with, you know, the truck driver. Well, I don't know what she was, like mauled or something, and she gives him the drive, and she says 18 years ago, and he's like, that sounds great. Let me off here. Large Marge, you know. So we don't aspire, but we might get a CDL license. Why not, right? It brings in a lot of money, and if you're going to travel across country, and why not travel with someone else paying for the gas, right? So, and as long as you know how to drive, well, you never know. So I would say don't worry about it for now, but if that's something you're doing and you're a bored couple or whatever, you're a single female and you just want to be like, I just want to pay some bills off. Well, if you're out there to get out of debt, get a CDL license, do something like that or whatever. It's not so bad. I'm always giving people job advice. What's my job as a day trader? My job as a day trader is to stay calm, even though the market's up or the market's down. So that is about it. We don't give up. We never give up. We never surrender, and we keep moving forward. I don't have anything except I'm still listening to Ascension app, and I'm still having fun. And most of the people around here, all over the world in America, are already doing whatever they want to do. So I wouldn't say I need any help in that arena. I'm going to definitely, I'm definitely just going to, you know, keep on trucking. We're in the sun to keep a little bit of you know, but if I open the window, it is a little bit loud, but the weather is perfectly calm and we can get a little bit of warmth in. It's just, I don't like all the loudness, so yeah, not to mention the engine oil of the diesel fuel. So we kind of stay kind of in and close. And then when we get out there, we're like running around like a chicken. So that kind of released some of the air and also brought some critters in. So we'll see what our population of does this year. So I would say for anybody who is doing stuff, I carry the lid on there. Trying to bring it up. This is Aces Hardware. It's called Proven Insect Repellent, and it's 12-hour mosquito, tick, and black flies, and any listed insects. It's Paracardium, 20%, and it's gentle scent. So this is what I normally use. You can see we're like low here, but I have another bottle in the back. So this is what I use. And what I do when we come in, when you come in your house, a lot of stuff just falls off you. So when I get out of the car, we have to really stomp around, and he has to really run around. So when we come back, I just spray the seat, and we're more than likely we're going to be okay. That's all we have. We're not really super clean here, but we definitely, have to be super careful. So, because things want to join you, and they will join you, and they multiply a lot faster than we do. So I would say keep on going. I do want to do a collab video of the things I hate about being on and traveling, and the things that I hate video I'll have come up soon. But I've done enough things where this area has been, kind of like, I don't like it, let's not go here. But it's not friendly it doesn't have the capacity to take care of trailers. You have to seek out those very special places around here that actually accommodate your trailer and things like that. Don't try to overexert yourself on the people around here. They don't like it any more than you do. So I would say as soon as we're able to get back on the road, as soon as my shorts come, my $4 shorts come, we will be back on the road in no time. So until then, ta-ta. I hope you guys have a really blessed day, and take it easy. Bye.